sir. Here we go. What's up? What's up? We are back in the building. Salute. We got Brother Mark just coming in, joining us. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Here we go. So listen, we're going to have an excellent show today. Y'all going to love it. I'm telling you, man. This one is probably going to make some people butthurt. We are back live coming to you in living color. I'm your gracious host, Dr. Juice. We got Brother Mark, Sister Cher, Brother Shizzle, Shack Shizzle in the building. And man, I'm glad my brother is he got his superpowers back. Somebody tried to feed him some kryptonite and he lost his superpowers for a little bit. So, Bro Shack, thank you again, man. And Brush Shack, we got to start working on that project, the health project, mental health, food. We got to get back healthy again as men if we planning on, getting this revolution going. And bro Mark, you know how we do. You know how we do it. But today's topic is, what is it? It's about political enslavement. Do y'all know what political enslavement is? Do y'all know? It's where you're shamed. They'll shame you. They'll wag their finger at you if you don't identify politically in our culture. And y'all see what they're doing to Chile of TLC right now. That's called holding her to political enslavement, like you want to keep her on a plantation. And it's real sad. It's a sad reality in our culture. And I want to play a few clips coming in, but I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves. And we're gonna let ladies go first. Sister Chef, introduce yourself and tell us what's on the radar today. What do you wanna what are your thoughts today in some of the things that are going on? I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. Let's rock. I think you got yourself on mute there, Sister Shah. Thank you on mute. So there you go. There you go.
Okay. Glad to be a part of the platform, Brother Juice, with my good brothers,
Yes,
yourself,
ma'am.
Brother Shaq, Brother Mark, because we are intelligent and knowledgeable beings who can actually think for ourselves. Man, it's a lot going on. Now we got to figure out, I guess, like your thumbnail. I mean, do we have a party to belong to, or we are, or as Americans, we own our own, which I've been saying that for the longest. We own our own. It's best to be independent. But
Yes,
yeah, the
ma'am.
money game, that's changing with the war in Iran. They got a lot of other things going on with the digital currency, crypto. Also, you got bots out here, or these so-called Democrats pushing a division of, oh, abolish ICE. They still not paying the TSA workers. I don't think that's fair to take somebody check away from them because of your political, rants or your tantrums you're going on just to prove a point. That hurts American citizens. But we have to wonder, is our country really represent us as American people or foreign interests?
Yes, absolutely. Great points. Well, thank you for those sharing those points with us, Sister Chef. Brush Shack, if you are in the digital building, let's chop up that heavy fire game. And since you got your superpowers back, we want to hear from you.
salute.
Salute.
Yeah, brother, I don't know, man. I think they tried to get me. I think they
Yeah.
tried to get me, dog.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about?
They
I don't
tried
know.
to zap.
Yeah, it could have zapped me. It could this combination of zap the weather. It's a combination of a lot of stuff that was going on. The
Oh yeah.
weather change,
Oh yeah.
the radiation. They talking about also, they was talking about the new strain, the new cicada strain. So I don't know. I
Mm.
could have been drunk some. I could have ate some. I don't know,
Right.
dog. You know, but I've been down. I was down and out for
Wow.
about since let me see Sunday. Yeah, about 4 days. Yeah, about 3, 4 days since Monday. I think Sunday night. I think Sunday it
Wow.
started, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, because I was talking to my son about and then I gotta tell y'all this story, bro, man. Salute to everybody on the platform, man. Everybody might come and chime in, bro.
Salute.
Subscribe,
Salute.
like, share, man. You know what I'm saying, to your people out. Because we want to make this platform go as far as and high as we can make it go. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
So let me give you a little story. It was time I talked to my son, man. He was talking about going to East. Sunday was Easter Sunday, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And and his mother. Watch this story, dog. So you would like this. So his mom was like, he told me that his mama told him that she gonna have to stop listening to Erica Badu because she know she was a witch. And I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
she came from Texas. You when first told me that she grew up in Texas. How did
Wow.
you know that? She been disclosed that she
Wow.
was a witch, right?
Wow.
So she on this super holy roly thing, oh Lord, oh she don't something about the Lord or something like, okay,
There we go.
really, okay, really. So me and my son got in a conversation about
There we
Easter
go.
Sunday, the Passover. I
Uh-huh.
asked him one question. I said, does your birthday change? Right? This is how
Right. Uh-oh.
I said, does your birthday change? Is it always on the 26th of June? He said, yeah. Might change different days of the week, but it's always on that same day. I said, "Oh, so okay. So why does Easter Sunday change?"
Wow. Sounds like
I'm
an
telling.
April Fool's situation.
Yeah, so yeah, we had gotten into a little conversation back and forth. I throw some gems that you can go look up. You know what I mean? Just, it's okay.
Yeah,
You got a
yeah.
belief system. I don't want to break nobody's belief system, but
Oh yeah. People gonna
I
believe what they
gotta
want to
tell you,
believe.
you gotta look this stuff up for yourself so you can get behind just belief and so you can be like, oh, I kind of know. I don't just believe it. I kind of know a little bit, or at
Uh-huh.
least I studied or researched something about it.
Right. Right.
Because all that, like, it plays into and bringing them right back full circle to, um, you said the political what? What's the name of the
Political enslavement.
political enslavement? So I'm saying religion, all these holidays, all this stuff plays in the same circle.
Oh
It's
yeah.
the same. It's got
Psychological conditioning. Correct.
there you go. There you go.
Absolutely. Yes,
There you go.
sir. Bro Mark.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
what's good, bro? How did your Easter go?
Another beautiful day. I love the spring equinox. It's beautiful. The new
I love
year.
that equinox. Yeah, I love
Yes,
it. The
sir.
Passover. I'd rather for people to just say the Passover. You know what I'm saying? All this
Yeah.
Resurrection Day and bro, Mark, just chime in. What are your thoughts? What do you
Well,
have on the Urban Matters BMG fire pit today?
well, you know me. I'm I've been a little military all my life. So,
Yeah.
this war thing, um, and like you say, the whole Easter thing, and I guess that and these political I got so much. These political slaves, who won't take the time. Just take the time to read and look into some of the rhetoric that's being passed. I'm not saying believe everything Republicans say. I'm not saying believe everything Democrats say. But take the time to check
Mm-hmm.
up on this stuff that some of these people are saying because they will lie to your face on camera,
Absolutely.
and it can be easily misproven, but yet we just take it for 100% and just run with it. And
Yep.
then we will repeat it.
Yep.
So, you know, and I know some people say, "Oh, this ain't our war" and stuff like that. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are, what you think you know. This is our war.
Oh yeah.
They have killed over 1,000 of us since 1983. Over 1,000, and we ain't got no get back. So we finally
We
got somebody who willing to get some get back. And
ain't get our
yeah,
lick back.
right. And just shut this mess down. I've been hearing this stuff since I was a little kid.
Oh
Beirut
yeah.
firebomb, Beirut's
Oh
barracks
yeah.
bombing in '83. Towers bomb in '96. Iraq
Oh
war,
yeah.
they killed 603 of us in the war in Iraq. So,
Wow.
you know, we got to we got to start reading sometime and stop just riding every coattail that come out. So, yeah,
Yep.
that political enslavement is real, and I've been there too. I've been staunch Democrat. Then I went into learning a little more, and then I went the way of Obama, voted for him simply because he was a black man. And my
Yep.
philosophy at that time, I said, I've been voting for these white men who I really didn't know anything about. So why don't I take a chance on a black man? At least he knows some of what I've been through. That's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I said back then. So, and I
Mm.
voted for him twice. Because the second time I was hoping that they didn't have
Wow.
his hands tied and he could do more. When in actuality, he had a super majority and he could do whatever he wanted to do. So,
Yep.
you know, bruh, yeah. So I can't wait. Boy, we're going to fire him up today, bro. We're going to fire him up.
Oh yeah. We gonna fire 'em up. What you talking about, boy? We gonna fire 'em up. So listen, I got a nice little video for y'all to play real quick. Let me see what I got going here. What is this? Come on, TurboTax. I ain't trying to do no TurboTax right now. I'm trying to play damn video. They want me to do TurboTax. That's Sister Shell right there, the economic thing. I want to read something real quick to y'all before we get started. Let me read something real quick so I can kind of give y'all a preface of what political slave enslavement is here at Urban Matters BMG. Okay, so my question is, are Black Indigenous American under political enslavement and forced and shamed into voting for zero resources, zero solutions, and zero advancement? Huh? Okay. Political enslavement refers to a condition in which people are subjugated or controlled by political systems, ideologies, or leaders in ways that strip them of their autonomy, freedom of thought, or meaningful participation in governance. It's not literal slavery, but a metaphor for how power can dominate citizens through manipulation, coercion, and dependency. So I wanted to just lay that out, lay the format out on that so y'all can kind of get a preface of what political enslavement is as well. You're just doing things because you're pressured, you're coerced, you're bullied. It's a lot of that going on. Like y'all trying to bully Chile right now, and y'all don't like what Nick Cannon came out and said about the Democrats being the damn KKK. The maker, they was the founders of the KKK, founders of Jim Crow laws. Y'all don't want to accept that. That's just the fact. But what they doing, they want to try to pass us back and forth. Flip flop, pancake us. Oh, you're a Republican. Oh, you're this and that. Well, just give me the truth, okay? And the truth is, by nature, Black Americans, better known as the Indigenous Americans, Americans that are indigenous to this country, we are the only people that can truly say that they are indigenous to America. We're the only ones that did not really come here by way of immigration. Y'all remember, bro, Mark, back in the days, and you done been there, I've done it down in Florida. We used to go to the watermelon field. You remember that, bro, Mark? We
Yes,
used to
sir.
pick
Yes, sir.
oranges. We used to pick oranges. We go to the watermelon field, and then a lot of our folks would leave and migrate. They would migrate up north and go pick apples. They would stop in Georgia, pick peaches. Then they go to New York and pick apples. So we were the first migration. The Great Migration took place by the Black Americans. So, like I say, man, these people are trying to replace us. But we're going to talk about, I want to show y'all a real quick clip. And this is kind of going to give y'all an idea about the war that's going on in Iran and how long this stuff stretched back. This is for to blow y'all mind. Because, see, you're around here passing judgment, but you need to know the real true story of the CIA and MI6 of Great Britain. Let's run it.
1951, Iran is at a crossroads. After decades of interference by foreign powers eager to exploit its oil reserves, the government decides it will throw them out and take control of the country's wealth. But with the superpowers' Cold War paranoia and thirst for oil, it won't be easy, especially once the CIA gets involved. By the early 1950s, Iran has experienced decades of upheaval. In 1921, Reza Shah Pahlavi comes to power in a British-supported coup and begins a program of modernizing and westernizing the country on the Turkish model, while at the same time resisting British and Soviet influence. He also renews agreements with the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company that give the British state-controlled firm preferential access to Iran's oil for extraction and sale.
British control, BP been at it way back in the 50s, y'all. This for our time.
The Second World War brings dramatic changes. In 1941, British and Soviet troops invade neutral Iran to get control over its oil, prevent German influence, and open a route for military aid to the USSR. They exile Reza Shah and replace him with his son, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, who takes the royal title of Shah. The Soviets also try to muscle their way into Iranian oil in
The Shah, remember that. The Shah, remember that term, that name.
1944, but they fail. Iran's new ruler faces a host of problems during and after the war. He's unpopular, not least because he represses nomadic tribes, confiscates privately owned land for himself, and fails to meet citizens' expectations of a better quality of life. Many Iranians are unhappy with foreign occupation and poverty, and even after the British and Soviet troops leave in 1946, that its oil reserves are controlled by foreign oil companies who don't share revenue fairly. Many of the Shah's critics want to use oil revenue to restore Iran's full sovereignty and modernize the country. And the question of who will control Iranian oil sets the stage for a major crisis in the early 1950s. Some parties support the Shah's position, who wants stability and to continue to benefit from the oil deal with the British. The large communist Tudeh party wants the Soviet Union to have some control. The Islamist terrorist movement Fadayin-e-Islam opposes foreign control, wants a theocracy, and assassinates several high-ranking politicians. But the most important political force is Mohammad Mossadegh's National Front, a broad coalition of leftists, centrists, nationalists, and even conservative
leftists and conservatives working together. Wow.
Clergymen like the influential Ayatollah Kashani. This mixed group is held together by opposition to British influence, the wish to empower Parliament at the expense of the Shah.
Okay, let's fast forward.
Hey man, what's the best advice you can give someone that's in sales?
We got a little commercial. That's okay.
Switch to Monday CRM.
We got to pay the bills.
When Mossad...
If you live in Orlando,
did you know that you can have permanent teeth in just...
We got to pay more bills.
24 hours. That's right. Only 24 hours.
Mossadegh resigned suddenly in July 1952 after an argument over who should control the military. The Shah appoints Ahmad Kavam in his place. Mossadegh is still popular among the people, and
now look at that oil refinery plant. This is the 50s. This is how powerful these people are and smart and innovative and industrialized they are. They're not a pushover. I'm just keeping y'all on some. And listen, they sat down just the other day, allegedly, with Trump, and there's a now ceasefire. And what they are doing, They sat down and they're about to get sanctions lifted off of them per Trump. And also they're going to go lift the secondary sanction that have been on them for at least a decade. Family, I'm just telling you, man, get your mind on your money, because there's going to be some hell of investments going in over here in the Mideast. And you probably want to try to get into the loop. I'm just keeping it 100 with you.
Now even some of his political rivals are outraged. Kavam must know that the people will not submit to his colonialist policy. It is not by terrorizing people that he will manage to govern. If need be, I shall call Iranians.
Okay, so y'all go check that out on your leisure time. The name of that video is on YouTube. How the U.S. turned Iran into a dictatorship. The 1953 coup documentary called The Ajax Experiment. Go look that up. The Ajax Experiment in Iran. So you got to do this history, man, because there's a lot going on. It's a lot to unpack here. But at the same time, just like Bro Mark said, it had to be done because, family, there are Afro-Iranians a lot of people don't even know about. But see, you don't hear about them. But now you're about to hear about them because of this new agreement that's about to take place. Iran is one of the most powerful countries in the Mideast. So I just wanted to put that out there. What's y'all thoughts on that video right there, Bro Mark?
Yes, I had looked up that operation with the CIA because I remember when the Shah was ousted from
Right,
Iran,
right,
and
right.
you know, it was like 40. See, Ayatollah Khomeini, they didn't like the fact that America was getting 40%
Correct.
off from their oil reserves, and
Yes, sir.
so Ayatollah Khomeini, and that's when Ayatollah Khomeini and the religious ones took over. They ran the Shah up out of there.
Right.
And so that's who they trying to get back in there. They're trying to get his son back up in there.
Yeah,
The
exactly. I
prince.
saw that. I
Yeah,
saw that.
yeah. Because he exiled and he kind of say
Yep.
stuff, you know. But yeah, that was a real good documentary. It had a lot of good backstory. A lot of good
Yes, sir.
backstory.
Yes, sir.
And it go back
Yes,
to
sir.
old school American dipping in people business, trying to change their way of living or whatever, you know.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the Shah's son. I seen a clip on him. I should have played it. Matter of fact, I'll pull one up a little later on about the Shah's son. But yeah, he's trying to get into effect now, and it's going to be very tough. I think he would probably get assassinated if he goes back to Iran right now. If they can find some way for him to be able to rule and be able to be a leader without going into the country, maybe he can be AI or something. Hey, we got somebody named Chi in the building. Do y'all know a Chi?
Yes,
CHI?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they listening
Okay.
up.
Okay, they listening in. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Well, welcome, Chi. Welcome. Welcome to Urban Matters BMG. I'm Dr. Juice. We got the whole crew in the building. But yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff we got to talk about today, man. I'm trying to hurry up and lay this stuff out for y'all real quick. And let me see. So here's another video right here. Let's see. Oh no, that's the same one. That was the same one. So we can delete that one. But Sister Shell, what's your take on this whole war thing in Iran? I mean, give us your thoughts. Do you
Well, of
think the
course, I'm not
ceasefire is going to last?
hopefully, I don't know. I believe in negotiations, before people getting murdered and killed and slaughtered, but we already know war brings power, right? War brings economics, right? War brings a shift, a change in society. That's just the world we live in. But it's kind of amazing to see how even with World War II and even the Iran war, how these wars are being funded by both sides. Even if you go back to World War II, that was funded, Rockefeller funded both sides. So
Absolutely.
it's like
That's how they do.
you got to really follow the money. One point, no, at this one, and the other point at this. Well, y'all fund them, both of them. Israel funded Hamas.
Yes.
The Houthis, all of these, these, even the United States, we funded ISIS. We funded what was that under Gay Bomber and Hillary Clinton over that Boca Raton. Remember that
Yeah.
was going over there?
Yes.
We funded that. What Big
Mm.
Mike, aka Michelle, was saying
Mm.
save our girls. Well, Gay Bomber and Hillary, the one that was funding them over there to kill and slaughter those people. And that's the country Gay Bomber from in Kenya.
Yep.
So I always say follow the money and see what the upheaval is going on with the dictatorship. I mean, we can't even figuring it out. I say we all should be independent and stay on top of politics and economics because whether you want to pay attention to it or not, it runs our life. But hopefully Trump can come up with a deal where he can negotiate with Iran and we can get things back to normal. But he got to put a cap on them small Smurf hats. He got to put a cap on them.
Gotta do it.
He got to.
Gotta
He don't
do it.
have no choice. Which I think he's playing chess.
Oh yeah.
He is Gemini, and I'm gonna leave that
Yeah.
at that.
Well, like I said, I think in the end, I think Trump is going to, in the end, I think he's going to pull the rug from up on all of them. Israel think they're in control right now. They thinking they're in charge, but Trump, boy, Trump is that dude, man. That dude really don't care about your feelings. And this is why I keep trying to tell Black Americans, man, if you take your feelings out of this, we'll be able to see clearly. We'll have clarity on what our main objective should be. And that's economic empowerment for our communities. And everybody is around here. You've seen Ghana try to come in and get reparation. You got Roly Poly running around here. Shaq said he was going to look that up for me and send a clip about Roly Poly. But Roly Poly, the boule bird, he running around. You stupid fools, FBA, y'all stupid fools. Y'all need to what he said, go fuck yourself. He told us to go fuck ourselves. Because see, Roland Martin, his bag is running out because he's not a useful tool anymore for the Democrats. He can't sway people because you got people like Urban Matters and you got Black media out here now, and we're changing the narrative and we're speaking for our own narrative. So they can't run that you vote blue no matter who. We're asking for tangibles. No tangibles, no vote. We voting for the couch. And y'all know we changed the trajectory of the last election. We changed the whole trajectory of that election. I don't care what nobody say. The Black media and grassroots media, we changed the whole trajectory of last election, 2024. If the Democrats learn how to read the room and say, you know what, man, we gotta start doing something for Black American, because these voters now, these younger millennials, they become politically sophisticated. So we can't keep running that fish fry and catfish nuggets and collard greens on them. And we gotta come hot sauce, and we can't come out and do the nay and think that's just gonna bring everybody out to vote. No, these younger people are more sophisticated than we were. They're more sophisticated than our elders, the baby boomers are. And family, that old way of campaigning, how the Democrats campaign, that stuff is out of gas. It's obsolete at this point. And that's what they're not reading the room correctly on. They saying that, like Roland Martin, you stupid fools, Trump. Y'all, what's that guy name we were talking about, Sister Shell? The guy who came out and changed the what was it? Not the civil rights, but it was the
Edward Blunt got rid of affirmative action. Yeah.
He got rid of affirmative action, one of them small hat peoples. And he was like, y'all stupid fool, Ed Bloom, and he changed the whole narrative. But what he's not saying, and what Roland Martin is not pointing out, where was the white liberals on this? Why you didn't hear them come out and give any pushback on it? Oh, that's a good question. But yeah, Roland Martin running around here talking about stupid fools. See, his bag is shortening now, so he can't get that bag no more. And then Trump passed a law, so these what do they call them? These GNOs, or they some type of NGOs.
organizations.
Yeah, they can't come out with all those big donations no more. And remember Kamala Harris gave Roland Martin 500,000 to interview her and gave Al Sharpton $1 million. Now you would think all that shit they be talking, they'll put their money back in the community and help the black community. And you gotta watch that word black people too. Stop letting them use that word. You ain't no black people. You are the indigenous Black American. So tell them to get it right, because see, when you start letting them use trick bag language, now you see why Ghana coming over here talking about reparations, because the reparations is gonna fall flat on its face every time. Why? Because you're trying to do things off of race. That's why Ed Bloom was able to shoot down those laws, because those laws, when you base things off of race, those laws are discriminating on other people. So the same thing you're trying to get passed, you're literally demonstrating it while you're trying to pass it. So do it make sense? You got to start basing things off lineage-based reparations. And then when you do that, that's going to only help a certain group of people, and their name is the Indigenous American. If you're not indigenous to this land, America don't owe you shit. It don't owe you no civil rights. It does not owe you the 14th Amendment. Y'all know that's a big topic right now. The damn we should have talked about that tonight too. Share that damn birthright citizenship. Boy, that's a big ass topic right now. That's a big ass topic, boy. And y'all don't understand. They're literally trying to strip you, Black Americans, of your heritage to this country. They're trying to hijack you. That's why you can't be trying to put on a Superman cape and go help everybody fight their battle when they're not helping you fight yours. Man, I digress. I can go on, boy. I can keep going. I can keep cooking, y'all. But I want to play this video real quick for y'all. This is why Iran is got all types of weaponry over there. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay. What you're seeing on the screen right now, this is a military base in Afghanistan with unlimited weapons that were left behind by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration. See that? Rocket launchers, tanks, Humvees. There's even jets. Let me go to some more clips.
Taliban fighters, they're now in control of a massive stockpile, guess what, of Joe Biden, U.S. taxpayer paid for weapons, ammo, vehicles, other supplies abandoned during Biden's hasty retreat. He wasn't even smart enough to take our munitions out. Taliban fighters.
Biden left 300,000 rifles in Afghanistan. He needs to shut the hell up about gun control.
Hey, it's they all over. Let me go back the other way. Let's see. I seen a nice clip earlier.
Makes a big difference to
This is the Taliban in control of all
دادل امریکایی اشغال د هواد د ازادۍ او فتحې په دې مراسمو کې د اسلامي امارت هوایي ځواکونه هم پوځي نمایشات ترسره کوي او د
I probably got too many windows pulled up, but that's okay. Helicopters. Come on, man.
ځواکونو ملاتړ کوي. هوایي ځواکونه په اوسني عصر کې د یو هیواد د دفاع له اساسي عناصرو ګڼل کیږي.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a coincidence that the war breaks out after all that military equipment was left. And everybody has amnesia now. They're not even worried about that damn equipment.
And then when that school was bombed and it was one of our missiles, they're gonna ask questions like all this equipment wasn't left behind. That's what blew me away. I'm like, wait a minute. Do y'all realize they have our weapons and they have a lot of our equipment?
Yep. You
What you
just saw it.
think?
You
So
just saw it.
it's amazing how like you say you get that doggone amnesia and you don't even think about what happened because this is real.
What was the reason
Billions.
that he pulled out? What was the reason? I don't even remember what was the reason why we pulled out of Afghanistan so abruptly. Do you remember what it was for, Brahma?
No, the war was over. The
Right.
war was the war was ended. And Trump had already set up before he left a withdrawal plan. And of course Biden wanted to do exact opposite of whatever Trump had set up. So he was canceling a lot of that. So he did his own plan. So you want to talk about no plan. So he
Right.
decided to go. And so they just pulled out. I got it. Y'all listen to this. $7.12 billion worth of equipment. And you want to complain about Trump? $7.12 billion worth of equipment
Wow.
left?
Your taxpayer dollars at work.
Right. But
Wow.
that goes back to the subject of this podcast. When you can't see the things that your party or your party leaders are doing and it can be for the good or the bad of the country, something is wrong. You have to be able to objectively see what's going on and make objective comments. They started here in America where we always have to, number one, find a problem. They started even back in school. Your kid bring home 5 A's and 1 F. Which one gonna get the majority of the attention? All them A's or the F? You weren't doing nothing in history class. What's wrong with you? I like you made A's, but they get 45 minutes on the F, probably a whooping too. And then at your job, same thing. So then we get to a point to where that's all we look for. If you notice on the news, the only thing you hear is negativity, problems. We got to learn how to start looking for the A's and start pointing out the A's. Because this, my brother and sisters, this is a F all day, every day.
Yes,
There's
sir.
no way we should leave back all that equipment. And Trump spoke on this because he said that the generals at the time was talking about we can leave the equipment, it'll be much cheaper. And he said that's when he realized they were idiots, this general, and he ended up getting rid of it. So yeah, that's how it happened. That was during that withdrawal. And on top of that, guess how many soldiers we lost? 13. That same number that we done lost throughout this entire excursion. We lost 13 soldiers in a helicopter.
Remember that. I remember
Incident.
that.
So
Bro, D.
you know, this is real.
Yeah,
How
I
long
think
was
we
it
got
over
Bro
the
D
training in
joining us in the
Afghanistan?
building. Go ahead, Bro Shaq.
No, I was saying actually, how long was they over? Because they was over there for almost 2.5 decades longer than that, right? Training, but almost 20 years training them Afghanis, right?
Yeah.
So they was losing a lot of money, but they was training them a lot. That's another reason why they was supposed to be pulling out, because it was a lot of money they had been over there training them.
Yeah.
And but this administration definitely, off a little smaller stuff that I'll try to compare, is definitely trying to close up and button up a lot of the things that was going on during the Reagan administration. And you know, so they're trying to close them doors for the good or for the bad or for the ugly that was going on during the Reagan administration, whatever his task and the things that they had get started and didn't finish, and they're trying to finish them up. So
20 years. You're right, Bro Shaq. United States occupied Afghanistan for nearly 20 years. from October 7, 2001 to August 30, 2021. Wow.
Yeah, you had Reagan. You know, Reagan. They started the
Iran.
Iran contraband. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
They had a lot. They didn't have no major wars up on Reagan, but they had these little proxies going on, like kind of like what's going on now. Same exact missions and stuff. You know, taking out small little. You know.
Well, with Reagan, it was more like the Venezuela thing. It was real small stuff. We just seeing people money, because the Contras was still similar to like the Taliban. It was one of them little militant groups that they were funding, and that's how they were getting that cocaine, that poppy out of Afghanistan, and they had the Iran Contra scandal going with all that type stuff. Y'all read my shirt, right?
Yeah.
God is dope. That's for real. But yeah, you're right. I mean, and if you think about it, that same thing they did with our boy Khomeini. Not Khomeini. In Libya.
Libya. And, what's down there? And what's the brother down in Grenada? It was Reagan them sent them down and to take him out. Down in Grenada, remember?
Yes.
They sent him down to take him out. But see, because like you said, there's multiple things going on at once. Like you said, it's some, you know, there's some deals going on and some shady shit going on. It's going to always be that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Speaking of shady things, let's listen to this right here real quick. Speaking of shady, we're going to pivot into some other stuff.
And that it's not just in the clinical trials, but it's also in real world data.
The various shots that people are getting now cover that. You're okay. You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Yeah.
Now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the
Throwback Thursday here at Urban Matters BMG. Y'all stay tuned.
virus stops with every vaccinated person.
If the public health professionals, if Dr. Fauci, if the doctors tell us that we should.
Where the hell is Fauci? Where the hell is that little snake?
Take it. I'll be the first in line to take it. Absolutely. But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. When you
heard what she just said? She said if Donald Trump, see, that's what you call political enslavement right there. Political delusion. She say, if Donald Trump tell us to take it, I'm not taking the shit. Hey, they don't know if they coming or going. So is the shot good for us or is the shot not good for us? Somebody please help me make it make sense.
And
in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even be a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is.
The vaccine.
This damn thing will get janky.
And it's not even a vaccine. They've been using that word vaccine. It's not even a vaccine.
Not even a vaccine.
Some people love hamburgers, some don't. Really want to respect all ways of life.
The libtards. I just had to play that, y'all. So let's talk about it. What is y'all thoughts on that whole? Y'all remember now when it first started, they told us that it came from a bat at a damn market, a wet market, somewhere over in what was the place in China? Wu-Tang or something like that. Wuhan. Yeah, what's going on? What's up, Super Slim? Thanks for joining us, man. Thank you for coming in.
Going on, folks? How y'all doing?
Yeah,
doing good.
Wuhan.
Mark, my man, what's up, right? Jack? What's up, Cher? What's going on, y'all?
Who that is?
Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. What's popping off?
Salute, man.
What up? What up, Shay?
Let me see if I can get everybody on the screen. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me a second. Make sure I get everybody on the screen because, man, I really, really enjoy y'all coming to join us today, man. We got everybody on the screen today. We got to get everybody. There we go. We got Bruh D. We got Super Slim. We got Chi. We got Bruh Mark. We got Chef. And we got Shizzle Shack Dizzle. the superhero. Yes, sir. In the building here at Urban Matters BMG. Yeah, Super Slim, you missed out. We had some great topics in the beginning. We were talking about political enslavement. And I know, Super Slim, a lot of the topics you talk about have a lot to do with political enslavement and people being psychologically conditioned to believe certain things, especially when it comes to our relationships in the Black American culture. There's a fake, as we like to say, gender war that's going on. And let me, before you say something, let's get a woman's perspective on that whole gender war thing, Sister Shell. What do you think about that? What are your thoughts about this whole gender war and how the liberals always pushing this feminist energy onto our women? And sometimes our women we go for it. But one thing I can say about Super Slim's network, he kind of gives out equal opportunity ass whoopings, and he challenges and holds everybody accountable, even when it comes to the men and the Dusty Pookies and Ray Rays. You know what I'm saying? So give us a woman's perspective about what do you think
Let me
about
get
this
my
whole
alley oop though, brother Juice. I gotta give her the alley oop, man. Let me give you alley oop.
Get it alley oop.
Start with okra. Start with okra. Oprah Winfrey. That's your
Okra and
alley
kale.
oop. Yes, sir.
That's
your alley oop.
Okra and kale.
But you see,
go ahead.
and he made a great point about that, how they put figures like that in front of us. Now, what is Oprah? Motherless, don't have a spouse, run with the small hats. I mean, Gail ran under Oprah, but we know who controlled them, right? The small Smurf had people. So to control the people, which is us, they cause the gender divide between a man and a woman. But we all are procreated between a man and a woman. But now that we see, guess what's going on in society, how it comes back around, they took the man out of the home. Now sister girls losing their job because of DEI and all this other nonsense going on, can't get a job in the workforce, got laid off from their government or corporate jobs. Now it seems like they all out here looking for a man now. So the same very person they told you to hate, now you looking for him now, or you need companionship. But they didn't went a step further, because we got to bring up history with the feminist movement. That started with the feminist movement. But the feminist movement was for Becky and Karen. That really wasn't for us, but we fell into it. But Becky and Karen still got their white picket fence, their house, their zaddy, and they 2.5 kids and a dog. But you saw during the Civil Rights Act, which to me was a scam, and was also, look this up, we need to talk about this one day, to push illegal immigration, the same what we dealing with birthright citizenship, right? But our single mother rate shot up through the roof because they told the government that they can be your daddy. But now, guess what's happening now? Listen to the Democrats. You don't need a man. I'm independent, right? It's all in the music. INDE, Beyonce, all the single ladies. Now you got the whore culture going on. You see how they turned up in Houston. You see how they turned up in Daytona Beach. So it's even not only the destruction of the woman in the male relationship, but it's even destruction of the woman, what I'm calling them now. Sister said, and I agree with her, a lot of our sisters are becoming Americans' most unwanted. But I thought two heads was better than one. The man is a man for a reason, the woman is a woman for a reason. But a lot of that go back to what society has pushed on us, and a lot of what's going on with our youth, these women out here being very hypersexual. Y'all to just see how they talking about the STD rate was when they did the spring. It's these people are nasty. It's like they have no care and it's for life. And now a woman of our culture is just seen as a sex object, a play toy. She has no value. Right? They all look the same, like Barbie dolls. Same eyelashes, fake long nails, same quick weave, whatever the hell they put on their hair. I don't know. I wear my hair as much as possible. But this is where we at, and this is what the Democrat Party has done. But they still rock with them. These so-called church women, ghetto hood, sister girls, suburban and hood. And then now you creating little mini-me ghetto hood in America Most Unwanted Women. So it's all the destruction for us of the nuclear family. But it's okay. They can abort 19 million of our babies, but you let illegals come over here and have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 babies. Let's talk about birthright citizenship. We should segue into that, how the Chinese have circumvented that. Akon, I'm going to play that, Brother Juice. Akon, daddy did it, had 19 kids over here for birthright citizenship. So what the Democrat Party has done, not only with these dumb sister girls who supporting this and supporting not supporting ICE and these illegals, they've taken our rights and given them to everybody else but us. But we know why, right? Everybody on the panel, because we the real indigenous Americans. But that's my spiel on that. All these women need to be checked. I just got my post removed off Facebook when I posted a picture of a cruise ship with a bonnet on it. And all I said was, let's make a difference in 2026. And this is why I was glad that I traveled before the ghetto hood sisters got a hold of vacations. And I got reported by a sister girl, just like my live videos would get reported, and they took my stuff down. So this is the hate and the disdain they have for brothers, and as well as us when we call this shit out.
You said the bonnet mafia got at you?
They got me, man.
The bonnet mafia.
The bonnet mafia strikes
I
again,
like
bro.
that. I'm gonna have to use that, Shaq. I'm glad you said that.
Hey, Super Slim, but Super Slim says it, man. Super Slim, you always say that them chicks will get mad and will report your live and try to get your live taken down. Chime in on that, Super Slim. That's happened to you several times.
Bro, this what I don't do Facebook no more. I'm always on TikTok. You know, I don't do Facebook no more, man. Because they got me banned over there right now, just like Sister Cher. But I want y'all to hear something. I want y'all to listen to this, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Super Slim be having that hot fire, y'all. I be having them really back in. They be like, "Hey man, y'all, Juice, come get red, man." He be lighting them up, boy.
See, Juice panel, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. These liberals push this democratic plantation crap, this feminism. They want us to believe it's a gender war. There's no gender war, folks. There's no gender war, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because the women would never win if there was a gender war. We're bigger, we're stronger, we're faster, we're more tactical. They can't. I hear women talk. Oh, we don't need men. We got our gun license and all. I say, I don't care what kind of license you got. You'll never be more tactical than a man. Never, ever. It's a gender war.
And my thing is, why is it even important for men and women, for the women to compete? Why do you want to even compete with a man? Where do you get that mindset from?
Bro, listen. I had a full panel, 117 people in around 1 o'clock, and these delusional women up here talking about, oh, I wouldn't get with a man if he don't make what I make or better. I say, well, let me ask y'all this. I say, if the man is making, decent money and he's stable with it, he's financially stable, he's not in debt, just because you make more than him, why is it so difficult for you to come under his headship? I say, so what I'm hearing is the majority of you are what I call MDPs, and they like, Super Slim, what's MDP? And I broke it down for them. I said a lot of you are all money driven, so you're no better than what they call in the old days, the biblical days, the oldest
prostitute.
Yeah, the oldest profession. I told them, I said MDP is It stands for modern day prostitutes. But I want y'all to hear this.
47 men.
Hold on.
He slept with 47 men, called every single one of them toxic, and now she wants you, the stable, boring, reliable guy, to wife her up. Congratulations. You've been selected as the retirement plan. And the scariest part? Most men will say yes, because nobody told them the rules of this game, until now. Here's what they don't teach you in school, and definitely not at home. After years of choosing excitement over standards, chaos over commitment, and he's just so mysterious over a man who actually calls back, something shifts. The body clock ticks. The fun stops being fun. And suddenly, the same woman who ghosted every good man she ever met starts posting about wanting something real. Real. Cute. She doesn't want you, brother. She wants what you represent. Stability, peace, a mortgage, and someone to split the therapy bill with. The nice guy she strategy too. And because nobody told him his value, he's flattered. He's grateful. He thinks he finally won. He didn't win. He got promoted to janitor, cleaning up a mess he didn't make. Don't be the man who works on himself for a decade, builds something real, and then hands it over to someone who only noticed you after the options dried up. Know your worth before someone decides to discover it for you. Standards aren't arrogance, they're self-respect with a backbone.
See, when I played that, they all got triggered. Oh, we just because we didn't want them type of men. I say, yeah, but men, and I preach this to all the fellas that rock with me. I preach to men, stand on your square, grow a set. Don't just go for the big butt and the smile. Make sure her mind is right. Make sure she has a decent character. Look into her heart. You know, see how she functions when it's like conflict resolution and things like that. See how she functions under pressure. I say, see, because this is what a lot of us black men have been messing up on. We see that fatty, you know, in a cute face, and that's what we want. See, a lot of men are waking up to that, and see that, because if you really think about it, Juice,
Poison,
bro, I saw a video. Dude wore a t-shirt say, "I need a hug from a baddie." I mean, the most busted women trying to hug this man. They all think they baddies. They all think they're baddies. but see, what I'm saying is, bro, here and
oh my God, I gotta land your plane. Hurry up, Ray. I gotta land your plane.
But Cher can attest to this. Women do this because they lie to each other, and then you got the simps in our comments with the beautiful, gorgeous bullshit, man. So we got to start telling women the truth.
Gotta start telling the truth. Thank you for that. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, no problem.
And people, see, this is what media is about. This is what alternative media is about. So we can share and bounce ideas off each other. And we can't get in our feelings. We have to get in here and resolve conflicts and be able to communicate with one another. Sister Chi, you want to share something with us from a lady's perspective real quick while we're talking about this gender war thing? We're going to land this plane in a minute. We're going to bring you in too, Brother D. I think your mic a little janky today.
No, I got it off.
Oh, okay. 10-4. We're going to bring you in. Sister Chi, do you want to share with us anything? And thank you for joining us today.
It's Chai, but thank you. No, I'm just listening in, just taking it in.
Okay, thank you. Brother D, you want to add something to the conversation?
Well, going back a little earlier, man, I had put it in the chat that toxoplasma. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Let's see if we can go back and find it. Go ahead, though. Elaborate.
Okay. Well, you know, I've been studying parasites, and I came across this one, and I didn't realize let me see, how many people this?
They're saying over 60 million. Well, let me see. Where's that? Where I saw that at? Over 2 billion people worldwide are estimated, infected with this. And they say roughly 60 million people in the United States is infected with this. Mm-hmm. And so with this parasite, you can get it from the meat and from the ground. So this parasite, it can infiltrate your brain. And normally it can't get up to your brain, but this one can. And I think they can program this thing because they can program the protein in that parasite to control people or infect. So that's one thing, and I kind of keep looking out for this stuff because I'm looking at it. It can transfer over to pregnant. If you're pregnant, it can go to your children, your child, heart disease, and then parasite can control you. Mm-hmm. So if you get one of those things connected in your brain, it can control you. And they're not talking. They're not talking.
Pretty much, it's going under the radar, huh?
Yes, because you remember back in, I don't know if people remember this, but back in the 90s, I think 90s and early 80s, you remember cows were disappearing?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And I
remember that.
Yeah, because they stomach kind of close. Because we are not meat eaters per se, because our teeth and the cows, they chew the crud too, so they don't, they ain't ripping no flesh open.
Correct.
So I think some of the animals, what we eat, I think they test them animals with some of this parasite, because it's just too much stuff going unnoticed. And then like cat feces too, you can't let your cat go out. If your cat get infected, your animals that you have can affect you with it too. So they telling people, if you go in the yard, put gloves on. But that's the research I've been finding, but it's nothing. You don't hear nothing about this parasite.
Wow.
And what's scary is when you have like a HHS director like Kennedy, who researched this type of stuff, if he said to the masses, just because of who he's associated with or what administration he's in,
oh, they can't. We don't believe him. We don't believe him. That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah, we can't believe nothing he say. We can't believe nothing he say. And what is he trying to do? He's trying to make our food healthier. He's trying to get rid of some of the stuff that's in our foods. And to touch on what Super Slim was talking about, look, with this whole family issue with our women and whatnot, what's going on, they have slowly been attacking our family for a long time. Through slavery, through all these other things, everything else, and they slowly started doing it with money and government jobs. And then they started messing with our heads, want to get a woman a better job than they get a man and all that type stuff. And then slowly began to convince her that money is what makes a provider. Well, providence come in many ways, and it's not just money. When you go to sleep beside me and you can sleep nice and tight and snuggled up because you don't have to listen for every sound because you know you got me beside you. Money can't do that for you. But we're being set up for what's going to go down in 2030, 36, and that is the android robot invasion. So you have a bunch of single people, single women, especially, they're going to be the first ones buying them. Why? Because now they're going to have somebody who can put that light up, who can lay that flow for them. So I'll pay $36,000, $40,000 for a robot because nobody spends more money than a dang on black woman who's lonely. So
they already beat you to it, brother Mark.
But
that's what they were doing. That's what they're doing with the illegals.
You know, bro, I went to the AI conference about last week. They had a 2-day conference last week, and looking at the new AI coming out, because the old AI, this the ChatGPT, all that, that's the old stuff. But they have agentic coming, and people, we was there trying to see how this stuff's going to affect people, but they putting stuff out to scare people. They really don't have it together. They land people off for nothing, no reason. No reason.
D, I think your mic a little janky.
Brother
That's
D
not.
said something about
I
that.
don't think that's him.
I think that's Shy.
I think that's somebody else, either Shaq or
Say
Brother
something again, bro. D, turn off your mic.
Yeah,
Turn your mic back on.
Brother D.
Okay.
No, everything good now. That was Sister.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was Sister She. Oh, okay.
That was she.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just there you go. She's back.
No,
Turn your mic
see,
off.
that's Sister Child on mute.
Okay.
No, she on mute. She on mute. That's gotta be D. Do that again, D.
Okay.
Turn your mic off.
Is I'm good?
No, that's D.
Now start talking a little bit.
Is I'm good? It's coming in.
It's like when you move your desk around or something. It's doing it when you kind of shaking your desk or something.
Right.
Oh, is it good now?
Yeah,
you good now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I was saying, we was in that conference for 2 days, and it was so amazing about it. It was just, we was the only what we consider Black Americans in there. Rest of them was whites, Indians, a lot of Indians, people, guy from Africans was there, and what's that place? Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Melanated other people.
Yeah, but no Black
people
women
of color, Black and brown.
No Black Americans women. They wasn't there. It just, I'm like, man, where are we?
And I love that you brought that point up, bro. D. Let me elaborate on that a little bit. And the reason why he didn't see any other Americans that are in there taking advantage and taking advantage of these opportunities, because again, because of political enslavement, they are bringing a lot of people from other cultures that look like you, but they're bringing them in and they're hijacking the resources. And that's why I always stress delineation, y'all. Delineation means that you're not saying that you hate people. You're just saying, hey, I love my American folks more. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody does it. All races, they delineate. You got the Jews, they delineate. The Asians delineate. The dang on Arabs delineate. You go to them corner stores, you don't see none of us working in them corner stores. You go to the Chinese restaurant, you don't see us in there working at them Chinese restaurants. Huh? Why is that so? Exactly. Bro D got his AI badge right now. And these brothers are serious about this AI. This AI, I was telling my wife, she went to a conference the other day. She went to a conference, and at the conference, she's a HR professional, human resources. And so even with the human resource field, Brother Dry Bones, thanks for joining us. The HR people are scared of the AI. They're so skeptical about it. They're scared to try it. They're scared to implement it into the business models of these corporations, because a lot of people don't understand the AI yet. And then you got so many people out there spooked out about it because, oh Lord, the AI gonna take our jobs, But like the brother just explained, it's a very small circle of people even learning this stuff.
Well,
very small circle.
Well, the schools out there, the schools had people out there trying to learn, because the schools is not teaching it.
Correct.
You see, that's another thing right there.
Somebody music going off.
I think that drop off. Hold on, let me see.
Somebody at the festival. What it?
You rocking out. You rocking out.
Yeah, what are you at a festival? What are you doing down there?
Trombones at a concert.
Right. You at Cardi B? You Cardi B concert?
We was at People's House. Yeah, we at People's House. I told him I said I gotta go to the corner class. Yes, yeah, we're at People's House. That's why I'm not able to do. I'm not at my own spot. I had to come back here because you didn't say the time. Remember, I said what time. I said because I know I had to go someplace. So go ahead. We talking. I'm listening. I'm gonna mute myself, but go ahead. Y'all keep going.
I sent you an email. You didn't get the email?
Yeah, I got the email, but it didn't have a time.
You sure?
No, I was on my phone. No, I was on my. You said the link. I ain't see a time. That's why I said what time. But don't worry.
I sent a link and an email. You should have got an email too.
I don't get email.
Yeah, well, don't worry about me.
I don't email no more. You don't email me no more.
Yeah, don't worry about me. Y'all keep going. Don't worry about me. Keep going. Y'all talking. Keep going. Don't worry about that.
All right, peace and love.
The thing with the politics, though, man, is we don't have representation. So even with any new technology or any new thing that's being presented, we don't have a stake where we can put get in there and put a cap on it, because our job is going to be the first one to get taken. Easy. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
that's nothing.
But you know what, Brother Shaq? Here's the problem. If we do have representation, notice what happens when we represent. Any city that black people run is a mess. Why? Because we easily bought. We sell out to the highest bidder. And so us having somebody that look like us don't necessarily mean they will be representing us. And that's what one thing we got to get in our heads. We got to not only have people that look like us, we got to have people that stomp the ground like us and for us. And that is the rarity. So when you have people going to events and things like that, we got to get like in a habit of inviting many people. And that's something that we don't do because we just don't network as strong as other races. A lot of other races, they are gangster with networking. And we tend to, we've been trained another way. And then same thing with our city governments and things. When we're in control, we tend to not treat our people with any kind of privilege. We treat our people worse than they treat our people. So those are the little things that we need to work on, because when we were getting programmed, when they was talking about a black person get in the elevator and they clutch their purse. Well, we just like they was getting trained to be afraid of us. We were getting trained to be afraid of us too.
Hey, let me pick it back off of that. I noticed that the other race, they don't compete with each other. So if I can lay floors, I'm not going to try to. Well, if I can lay floors, I'm not. If I can't do it, and I know I can't do it, but I'm gonna take on a job that I'm gonna try to do it, and I know I can't do it. Instead of me giving it to my partner who lay floors and let him do it, we'll compete with each other, and that's what I've been finding out here. A lot of people can't do the work, and they'll know. Just like Juice, an AC guy, but I'm not an AC guy. I'm not even certified. Where I go, I tell somebody, "Hey, man, I can do it," and then they go out there but they are not realize that we're competing with each other, not passing the work on. And that's one thing I see what's in our neighborhood, what's been going on. We compete with each other.
Yep. And we don't want one person to get ahead of us.
Right.
It's like we count everybody's pockets. So no, man, Brother Juice tell you, if anybody need AC work, I'm sending Brother Juice.
Right.
That's my man. I got an AC man for you. Don't go down to that doggone shop. I got a man for you.
Yeah,
Cause
that's called
that's what
group
we gotta
economics,
do.
y'all. Group
Yes, we
economics.
gotta
We keep the
lift
business,
each other.
we keep the dollars circulating in our own communities. That's what it's about. You want to chime in on that,
That's the
Sister Shell?
biggest problem with our community. We don't keep our dollar in the house.
That's it. That's it. We don't.
So
We don't.
one way we
Yeah,
can
it's
take
called group tricking.
one way we can take care of that is we got to network better. We got enough AI, enough programs and whatnot to where we can create our own, I'll call it yellow pages, where I know Brother D, if I need somebody who can do this, oh, Brother D, he can do that. You know that if you need somebody who can do it, who need what the service that I provide, to call me. But if we don't have a list of what people in our community knowledge, skills, and abilities are, then it's going to be difficult. Why? Because we don't live in a black community anymore. We spread out. We spread out all over the place. And I don't care if you live on the east side and that's the rich side of town. You still gonna drive over to the west side, the black side of town, to get your hair done. So we gotta start communicating even though we're far away, because we have enough resources to do it. We just gotta put those resources to work to help our community.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to play a clip. Speaking of our community, this is one of the problems in our community right here, especially when it comes to the Democrat Party. They have these melanated other people. We call them mops. People like Roland Martin. And these people are trying to speak for us, but they don't share the same values as we have. And then I'm gonna play. Hopefully, I get time to play another clip where Roland Martin's his fraternity buddies came out and say, "Hey, man, this Boule Negro don't speak for us. He don't speak for us." And y'all notice Roland Martin plays a lot of trick bag language. You got to watch him. Sometimes he'll say black people, and then he'll try to spin it around and say black Americans, because what they've been doing, they've been getting hip. They've been listening to the grassroots media like Urban Matters and Drive On's Connection. And this is an alternative media. Well, we just give you the information blood raw. We're not trying to spare anybody's feelings. We're not apologizing. Look, delineation is a real thing, man, and it's necessary because of people like this here. Let me let y'all hear what this joker here talking about. He talking about Americans. He ain't talking about no damn just, I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
I mean, again, you can't say they didn't tell you. They said it. We warned people. Yeah, y'all shilling. Yeah, y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know. If I had to do a roll call of all them Simple Simon Negroes, yeah. If I had to, don't get me started. I could run the tables on Vicky Dillon, Boyce Watkins, Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson, Philip Scott. Oh yeah, Black Authority. All y'all. Look at them, they shilling. Look at them, they shilling.
Look how sassy he sound. He's so damn sassy.
For the Democrats, they just chill. Yeah, look at y'all, just shit. But ask Breonna Taylor mama how she feel today. Ask Tamika Mallory and the folks at Until Freedom who literally moved to Louisville, fighting 5 years trying to make this thing happen. Yeah, all y'all FBA, B1, ADOS assholes. Well, guess what? All that complaining y'all did, welcome to Trump MAGA America. I hope y'all are having a great time.
Slow your roll, Roland. Slow your roll, because I'm gonna help you out.
You see what I'm talking about? You see the disrespect? This is what they do. They teaming up with the Democrats, and they going against Black Americans. You can't say you're a Black American and you looking out for Black Americans. If you do that, it's like you done tried to escape from the Democrat plantation. If you say that, like what they doing to Chile right now. Oh, I like Chile. Chile got her own perspective. Chile has her own opinion. Now, 1 minute the Democrats tell you, "Oh my God, we need to listen to black women. Black women they got to be respected." Then, as soon as a black woman says she like Trump, oh, that's stupid, bitch. Don't know what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how they do it. It's like they want to shame you. You don't get anything for voting blue, no matter who. They ain't gonna give you no resources. Then you say, "Oh well, we freedmen's, we Americans, we." Oh wait a minute, you got. It's like they want you to literally commit treason against your own country. You have to hate your own country if you're a Republican and you're a black American. You heard what Joe Biden say? You ain't black if you don't vote for me. You don't own us, Joe Biden. You sound like a damn slave master. Talking about you. Man, I ain't never seen this type of stuff in my life. And then people don't even get mad about it. They don't even get mad about it.
What do the Democrat Party represent? That's the question we all should ask. Who are they representing? I can tell you. I give you two of them. They for illegal aliens. We know why. And they for the trans LGBT.
The alphabet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
So that's everybody needs to start posing a question to the Democrat Party because they're not for American citizens at all.
Even the black church, you done been left behind. The black church, you've been left behind. You've been neglected, and y'all still stumping the ground for the damn Democrats.
But Juice, here's one thing I don't understand is why on earth do they stand and talk all this smack about what the Republicans doing? Republicans Trump this, Republicans that, Republican this, Republicans not doing this, Trump ain't doing that. Y'all don't vote for the Republicans. Why y'all worried about what the Republicans doing? Hold them damn Democrats accountable who you do vote for. Y'all don't put no pressure on them. They don't put no pressure on the Democrats who they been voting for the past 70 years. They put no pressure on them, but as soon as the Republicans get in office, they want to know what the Republicans doing. They not supposed to do shit for you if you don't vote for them, are they?
But they do it. They do it because that's just a political ploy. Because if you tell a lie long enough, people begin to believe it. That's why they'll stand up on
screen. I call it goalpost moving, Mark.
And they just lie so that way they can make people hate. And if they make you hate a candidate, then they'll get you to vote for their candidate because it'll be the lesser of two evils.
Fear mongering, right? And that's the thing about it, y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me just quick. I never hear Democrat politicians, Democrat voters that are Black Americans, Democrat voters that are immigrants. I never hear any pro-Democrat policies when they campaign. They only push anti-Trump rhetoric.
Yes.
Well, that's what Crash Out Crooked cosplaying private school girl cosplaying ghetto hood Jasmine, ain't that what just happened to her? Exactly. Even people in her own district didn't even come out and vote. Right. Didn't even come out and mass numbers and vote for her. And then what was the Democrats? Obama supported Tallarico. I'm here in Texas. He supported Tallarico. Then Kamala switched and supported Tallarico. This dude is a state house representative, and I'm boots on the ground because I've confronted this Tallarico guy before as well. And this is why you have to get involved to actually know what's going on. But they've done nothing for their constituents in their district or the American citizens. This is why I keep saying you got to pose the question: what do the Democrat Party represent? Who do the Democrat Party represent? Just start asking the question. Because I'm heading to City Hall when I get a chance here in Houston. Because the ACLU, the same one fighting against birthright citizenship,
right?
They convinced our mayor and 12 other councilmen, because I'm gonna call all of them out. See, we got to start being boots on the ground. Yeah, it's cool to talk about it. Also, I'm boots on the ground. That's how you get stuff moving. And I'm proud of my generation and the others because we at least fight, but we fight with evidence and facts, and we call this BS out, right? but the ACLU has convinced the mayor and 12 other city councilmen to pass the ordinance to, when the police pull over illegal immigrant, to not call ICE. Because at first it was, okay, you pull over illegal immigrant, you give ICE 30 minutes to come and pick them up, right? Now,
Right.
this policy with us deporting illegal immigrants been in place even when during Trump first term. You had the Harris County Jail full of illegal immigrants. You really didn't see us. Trump was getting them up out of here. But we have our own SB4 that also deports them as well. But even the police union pulled back their support for our mayor. So we got to call out these other groups too, like these ACLUs, the same Anchor Baby, what's this lady name? Wayne. She with the ACLU fighting for birthright citizenship for illegals because she's an Anchor Baby.
Let me
So
ask you,
let's
Darcy.
not forget we gotta call those groups out as well. But we gotta kind of start speaking up at City Hall. I will be at the state legislators again, the Texas state legislature next in 2027. Because we got to start getting stuff on paper, y'all. I'm telling you, I done been through this. I learned this running a nonprofit for 5 years. They told us, y'all can yell and scream all you want, but until you get it in writing and policy in place, nothing happened. And they want to hear from us. Believe it or not, they want to hear from us. The Democrats don't help us, but the Republicans have. And I'm just being honest.
Let me ask
We're
you a
going to have
question,
to take
Dawson.
some more action.
So
Go
The,
ahead, Shaq.
the ACLU, that's a would that be considered a non-government organization?
Correct.
Okay.
when you say citizen, who you talking about?
What you mean? Citizens here in America?
Yeah, who you talking about?
No, I'm talking about us. I'm not talking about illegal aliens. I'm talking about citizens here in America. That's indeed.
You phased out.
Yeah, you froze on us. Yeah, you froze up on us.
I know where he's going because that citizen thing is very tricky.
It's
I know where he's going with it.
See,
Well,
I had just got this. So
Hold on, D. Hold it up again.
What you got? Oh, what is that? Hold on, hold it up. What is that?
You can't
You
see it.
know something is wrong. Something's wrong when can't read the small writing on the bottom.
Yeah.
What is it at the bottom, D?
what's the name of it, D?
You know something is wrong. American affidavit of probate cause. So what she's talking about is in this book. Well, I know this light. It's kind of hard, but
right there.
It's even to tell you. See the flags they got under is war flags. See this? You can see it on the front. Can y'all see the? Let me see what this light.
You got to keep still, bro. Once you get it somewhere.
Yeah, you just keep it still. There you go.
Turn that light off.
Okay.
I know that glare. Can you see?
Right there.
Can you see this flag? Well, let me go over here. Can you see this flag right there?
Yeah, we can see it.
You see the
On
stripes?
the other side. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Yes.
See this side, this flag over here. That's the flag you see all the time. That's a war flag.
Okay.
This the land flag. The stripes go down, not across. So this is explaining. So when you start talking citizen, that's why because what jurisdiction you're going to be under. If you're under sea laws, which is the war flag. So once you go to court, you're a dead person. You don't exist. And you know a person is a corporation. A state is a corporation. All that go under the war flag. So that's why you see the war flag all the time. And so that's why when they talk to you as ownership.
Gotcha.
So you have
Okay,
Like a
no.
slave. Oh,
Subjugated. It tells you you are subjugated too up under. So we don't. We have. They have took our nations away. So this is why other people get certain things because they get things up on the nationhood.
Right. When we go start talking, that's why they don't hear you. They don't have to hear you. They got you on birth certificate. They got you here.
And that's why I say it's very important, just like Sister Shell said, we got to start putting this stuff, we got to put it in writing and record it. And you have to be very, very specific with the legal languages. That's why anytime you're trying to get any type of resources from the corporation, United States Corporation, you have to make sure you do lineage-based proposals. Don't put anything in there talking about race and all of this. It has to be attached to some type of citizenship, just like the good brother just told us, D. Parker. It has to be specific. And see, you can't be specific when you're allowing everybody to piggyback off of you and you're putting everybody into one big melting pot. All you're doing is watering down the resources. You're watering down the effectiveness. It's like drinking some cognac, some good cognac. I never forget when I used to drink, and I go to the bar, and I didn't know. I was just following my peers, and I would go to the bar and order cognac, and then ask her to chase it with Pepsi. And one day, this real professional bartender, she said, "Why are you chasing cognac?" She said, "That kind of defeats the purpose." She said, "Cognac is to be drunk chilled, not with chaser." So when you put chaser on top of your movements or your policies or your proposals, you're watering down the effectiveness of that movement or that policy. That's why we got to stop voting. We got to stop practicing identity politics. And that brings us back to our throwback topic today. Are you a political slave? Are you under political enslavement to where you're going to allow certain politicians that they vet, that they throw in front of you, and these people create the policies and create the narratives of what your community should be fighting for? Just like Sister Cher said, we got to start putting boots on the ground, and we got to start going into these damn city halls, these county meetings, and we got to start, because they watching us, just like she said, they listening. You can listen. Let's keep it 100. Reparations has never ever been as talked about as it is right now. Y'all know it. Who y'all think?
Jules, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this since you bring up reparations. Let me ask you this since you bring up reparations.
Yes,
sir. I was on the panel the other day and they was talking about reparations, and I went up on the panel and I told them, I said at this point I don't even think reparations is a good idea. I said, because black people y'all just gonna hand the money back anyway. Y'all ain't gonna do shit with it. You gonna do that with it?
Well,
can I read with it? What you gonna do with it? Give it right back to them?
Yeah, you give restitution. But yeah, I want Brother D. Can you read that?
Yeah, can I read?
I want to say what I want to say
when
I go speak.
We was talking about the 14th Amendment now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the American link. United States citizen voice. Per the 14th Amendment to the Corporation of the Constitution, only a federal citizen can vote in federal election. Registration as a voter is your consent to function as a federal citizen, subject to whom of Congress. So when you register to vote, you become a federal citizen. You're a state citizen. That's why I asked you, what citizen you talking about? See, we registered. You took yourself out of the state and you registered yourself. That's one thing about voting. You register yourself as a federal citizen. So
when you go federal, you're basically giving away rights.
You give up your rights because only state citizens have the rights. Because federal is a is non-entity. It's a corporation. It's not real. So that's why they talk about vote or die. You do die when you vote. They weren't lying. They wasn't.
So when you talk about the state,
Okay. So when you
Brother D,
battle,
when you talk about the state, then how do you reference that?
No,
if we speak about an issue.
The state voting is the state, but when you vote for presidents and you know, that's a different. You're not voting in the state. You register to vote for president, and then you have, according to the 14th Amendment, prior to the 14th Amendment to the corporation of the Constitution, only a federal citizen can vote in the federal election. Registration as a voter is your consent to function as a federal citizen, subject to whom of Congress.
okay, let me jump in there real quick, Sister Chef. Let me jump in here real quick. What I kind of get where you finna go with this, Sister Chef, I think. So let me answer that. What I think you're about to ask. So how the heck are you how the heck do you have power in your state? And what Brother D is saying, when you federalize yourself, so you're already a state citizen because you live in that state.
You were born in that state.
Right.
The state you were born.
And also you're residing in that state. And so you have a choice when you're residing there too. But so that's how you can do that. But then when you register, you become a federal in that little Washington, D.C. You begin to say, I am a citizen of the United States. And the United States is in Washington, D.C. And everybody, now you can step away from that and become a state citizen as opposed to being a federal citizen. And it's a process you can go through where you can do that. But I think that might help.
But yeah, because they are
I'm
not.
gonna have to look that up.
Yeah,
because I know I registered through the Secretary of State of the Texas or whatever state that you in. So that's through the Secretary of State of your state, like or Secretary of State of Texas, because they handle registration and voting. But I'm just trying to see how that would be separated from federal to state. Because I will call and ask with the Secretary of State.
Yeah,
but that what Brother D have there is an entirely, I would say that's the difference in public and private. And that's an entirely different wormhole you'll be going down. I've been down it. But if I don't care what it is you're fighting, if you're you gotta fight it in the way that they want it fought, or you're not gonna get anywhere. And that's what Sister Cher is doing. She is fighting it, utilizing their rules in their forum. And that's the most important part because certain things only apply if it's applied. So a lot of stuff in the public and private arena, everybody don't know about. So when you go to certain judges, they got to go through an entire school of understanding. Some of them do, some of them don't. So it can only be applied for those who understand. So a lot of times when you're doing stuff, people do it because it's habit. That's just like us going to get a driver's license at the age of 15, 16. That's part of the habit. Going to get your car registered. That's a habit. But but like I say, that's a huge wormhole that I would say we don't need to open up today at the end of the broadcast.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a whole show. We're gonna have to do a whole show. Because that is a very interesting. And me and Brother B. Parker, we've been going back and forth about that probably the last 2 weeks. Would you say, Brother Parker?
Yeah.
And I've been all ears to it, man, because I've heard, about state sovereignty, and even like Sister Shell, Texas right now and probably for the last 5 years, they're trying to claim their own sovereignty here in America. So where they will be their own federalized government, they wouldn't even be part of the United States anymore. I heard them talking about that when Joe Biden and Kamala was in office. I did read some articles on that.
Well, Juice, let me back you up on that one. When I was in college, I did a paper on Social Security in Texas. Texas had their own Social Security. Galveston, that area, they had their own Social Security, and the United States went there and changed it. They put them into their system, but at one time they had their own Social Security, and the people work at McDonald's or whatever, they was getting $5,000 a month instead of what, 700. They were getting $5,000 a month on their retirement.
Wow.
Yes. So
I'm gonna have to look that up, Brother D. I'm
What
glad you
year was
said
that, Brother D?
Back in
Was that before the 50s? That was before the 50s, right?
No, yeah, before the 50s.
Okay, because
Yeah,
was
before
that
the 50s.
anybody from America? Because I'm gonna tell you, and the German American bond. A lot of them came in Texas, you know what I'm saying, in the late 1800s, the 1840s, 50s and stuff. And they did have a lot of set aside, certain things set up for them. Coming through that Galveston port.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because there's a lot of stuff we overlook. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I'm a researcher, so
listen, we're gonna let you do a whole show that we're gonna just segue it into the birthright citizenship, 14th Amendment, because like I said, that's a very hot topic right now. Even Trump came out and said, hey man, that 14th Amendment only applies to the Black Americans or the children or descendants of American slaves.
So that's tricky. Trump can't say that though. He's incorrect though. When you say that, he's incorrect when you say that.
That's incorrect. That is incorrect. And let me tell you why. Trump did say something about Black America, but that is very incorrect. You know why? Because the majority of the slaves over here was fair skinned. And here's the problem with reparations for slaves. They can prove it. They can prove it. We cannot prove it. We don't have nothing but word of mouth to say that. And this BS psychological warfare we've been trained in school to try to make the indigenous people that own land here make us think we were the slaves. No.
Exactly. Bingo. See, I had to challenge y'all. I was just checking y'all because me and Brother D, we had a conversation about that. And that's how he brought up this whole thing about citizens. You don't have to become a citizen when you're already indigenous to the land.
Right.
And that's why they want to
convince where it says jurisdiction of.
We are the creditors.
Yeah, subject to the
we are the
jurisdiction.
creditors. We the creditors.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just sent this code. Oh shoot, yeah. I don't know.
Hey, put us in the group chat with Brother D, because I'll be chopping up this stuff with Mama Chief and stuff like this, bro. This type of stuff we be chopping up.
This
let's see, he putting stuff in the library code.
Yeah, shoot. It's 1863. Now that code, they be hiding this stuff, man. Because see, in that code, Lincoln put that code up. So it's like one of the prisoner of war. So it's included the protection of Black soldiers from being treated as runaway slaves. So it was stuff in a code that they made, and they hidden it. It was protection for us.
And then what they do, they train us to think that we came over here on a ship, and this is a theory. I don't know why we miss words like that. It's a theory. And so we got to stop following and holding on to theories because they made a movie about it.
Well,
you know,
Exactly.
I got a Juice. I got to say this. This was my biblical thing because I talked to Juice about it the other day. Y'all remember when Christ was in Rome, he was captured, and we talking about the little folk stuff. So they had Christ on one side, then they had Barabbas on the other side. He was the murderer. Y'all remember that story?
Yeah.
So, and when Titus came out, he said, which one of y'all, well, I mean, which person do y'all want to let go free? The whole crowd said Barabbas, the murderer.
Barabbas.
Barabbas. The whole crowd, everybody. And so in that crowd, guess what? Israelites, Jews, regular people, all of them. And what I'm telling, I was telling Juice about, I said, Juice, Christ said, I am the light, the truth and the light. So if a man must come through me to get through the Father. So he giving you knowledge. So everybody reject the knowledge. So it's the same thing when you go out and you start talking to knowledge by people. If you're not talking about shaking your ass or doing something else like that, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. It's going to be, that's what it said. They're going to be a set few of people. They're going to accept the knowledge, true knowledge.
A remnants.
Yes. And see, nobody, these people do not preach on that. They don't even talk about that. They'll say, yeah, he saved him too. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You just trying, that verse there to let you see what type of people you are. And people voted. Who they voted for? A murder.
But see, brother, this is the same thing when they talking about the political enslavement. It's the same thing they did right before that. They did what? Religious enslavement. While you talking about the Bible, they brought their own version of what the Bible was with these Christian black codes.
Yeah,
and people was up under those Christian black codes and those belief systems before they was allowed them to get into the vote and be into politics. So they voted with their religious same way now. People vote the way they religious is, they vote politically the same way.
And then y'all got to understand about English. English don't come from England. It come from German. English is Germanic. It's not English. It's come from German. So S-U-N, what we say son, and to ask the son, but in we spell it S-O-N, son, but in German it's S-U-N. When you start talking about son, not the sun in the sky, but your son. They words is we got low English, they got high English. That's why you go there, you go over to German, you can understand what they talking because
it's white folk talk.
Right. You can basically have a little understanding when Germans talk. Because your language is read from native. It's there. Your language is not from England. So what is English language? So that's why we get messed up. Because
but English is called a liar's language anyway. That's why our ancestors said white men speak with forked tongue, because they broke every one of them 500 treaties that they signed with us from 1776 to present. They break them. They got over 1.5 billion acres
when
of land.
When they came, the first thing they did, they assumed that nobody was on this part of this earth, and they said this is for the king. And then when they started meeting the people, then they try to buy the land from them.
Well,
of course, who's going to sell their land?
Well, they always lead first with the missionaries. Just like Brother Shaq said, they always come with the missionaries first, because the missionaries are the nice guys. And then after that, next boat come in gonna have the military.
Right.
Missionaries, military, and then the takeover. That's why these lands got invaded from every direction by, I think it was 7 different nations attacked this land because we was full of people that looked like my copper complected butt.
Y'all get
And
a chance.
copper complected butt.
Y'all get a chance to study chicken pox.
Right.
Study chicken pox.
And
all the pox back then, because that's what they brought over. One here.
Yeah, they brought a lot of foul stuff. But
right. They've been doing chemical warfare a long time.
And they've been doing religious warfare a long time too. And even if real quick, if you look up the Panari Indians, Panari version of the Bible, they came with the Bible. The Panari didn't understand what they was talking about. So what did they do? They wrote another version of the Bible saying that they're gonna be tossed in the fire if they don't do certain things. And guess what? And this was in the 70s, early 70s. So then what did they do? They understood I'm gonna be thrown in the lake of fire. So then the Panari start, going with their wishes. So we got to stay on square, and we got to, like Brother Jew said, we got to recognize who we truly are. Don't subside and stay indigenous to these lands, because that's where our true powers are. We're not going to get reparations. Why? Because we've already gotten reparations. We just don't know where to go to get them. That's why all these tribes get money. These tribes get money. You just don't know what tribe you associated with. And these $5 Indians get most of it. So we have to do our own genealogy and see what tribe we come from, and we need to hook up and link up with that and stop with this, because reparations. I'm telling you, the majority of these slaves, I got an itch. Majority of these slaves is white, and these white folk can prove it. So they're gonna get all the money when the reparations come down. And you're gonna be just where you usually are, looking crazy on the side, saying, "Man, I don't know why I ain't getting no reparations. They wanted this and that." You can't prove nothing, because Roots ain't gonna get you no reparations.
You right, and you know what, Brother Mark? A lot of they women, because we got to realize a lot of these policies. When we say the United States, it was the original colonies that had those different policies and stuff. Women couldn't even vote; they couldn't speak in public, bro. That's their policies, right?
Right.
Benjamin Franklin, I think some of his writings and stuff, he was considered a runaway multiple times, because why? He was up under what? He was up under the mastership or the tradership of his uncle. Maybe in 1516, he ran away a couple times. They called it was considered a runaway. So emancipation tremendously benefited a lot. It did free a lot of them that was up under those indentures from their family members, and some of our people too, because some of our people still was living in those colonies before they expanded into the so-called Indian territory and countries and stuff coming out west of the Mississippi. We call it Indian country or God's country.
Yeah, but how can they change their story so many times? If you said you come from British in England over that area, and most of them from the king, they used to put them on the ship, the criminals, and they used to bring their criminals over here. And so when they start the column, British ain't set no column up. They were fighting against their own people.
They was bringing them to the penal colonies. That's what they was called, the penal colonies.
Yes, that's prison.
Yeah, Prison call
And,
for
and
slack
see,
to
that's the
work
thing,
off the
man.
debt. Yeah.
We always, like I say, stumping the ground for everybody and trying to let everybody wag their fingers at us. But if you pay attention to even the Africans, they practice tribalism. They practice colonialism. They bow down to colonialism. Colonialism is still in effect. And we just this like this birthright, like I told y'all. I knew as soon as we started tapping on it, I knew it was just gonna open it up. Sister Shay, you got something you want to share with us?
Yeah, a couple of videos on that before we close out.
Yeah, let's run one of them. Let's run one of them. Y'all hold that thought, man. We're gonna have to do a whole show, y'all. I'm telling you. We got,
And
cause listen, y'all are dropping some hot fire. I'm telling you, man.
white women didn't get the right to
some
vote.
examples of some.
White women didn't get the
Let's start
right
here with some examples.
White women didn't get the
some
right to
types of
vote till
individuals.
1919. 1920 is when white women got the right to vote. We got the right vote
Let's
before
start
they
here with
did.
some examples of some of the types of individuals we could be talking about, like Juan Carlos Valencia Gonzalez. Now, Juan Carlos Valencia Gonzalez was born in Santa Ana, California in 1984. His parents were from Mexico. He happens to also be the stepson of El Mencho, the leader of the Jalisco New Generation cartel. And now he is reportedly leading that very same cartel. And here's the thing. He is a United States citizen by birth. And it doesn't stop there. Reports of foreign wealth being used to manipulate the system. One Chinese billionaire reportedly has more than 100 U.S.-born children through surrogacy. The idea, build a future family and a business succession plan. Some clients, by the way, request up to 100 babies via multiple surrogacies. It can cost as much as $200,000. And why would they do that? Because babies born here are automatically U.S. citizens. Also, surrogacy is illegal in China. Nearly 41% of international surrogate parents in the United States are Chinese. So why is this such a debate? Look around the world. Much of Europe has restricted birthright citizenship. Asia basically ended it. The United States, still one of the few countries around the world that sits as an outlier.
Wow.
Well, see, that's what that lets you know it's corporation. It's not a country. It's corporation.
Yep.
I'll let you know.
It's a corporation.
It's a corporation.
Yeah.
Because it's not set up as a country. It's set up as a corporation.
Everything.
And so when the Chinese, man, these people study. They study our Constitution. They study this stuff, and they send their people to They send their people to law schools here, and they come back and they study that stuff.
Throwback Thursday, politics here. We doing the politics thing, man. It's Urban Matters BMG, man. Listen, nobody's having these kind of conversations in our community, y'all.
They don't want to hear the truth.
They don't want to hear the truth.
They don't want to hear the truth.
Well, y'all dropping, y'all cooking tonight, boy. I'm just like over here speechless, and y'all know I can run my mouth.
What's funny is black men could vote before white women in America.
Exactly.
So we have to realize that number one, when they came here, we already had all this, the Continental Congress, we already had all this already set up, the Articles of Confederacy and everything. So this government was already set up, people. So the founding fathers just basically plagiarized stuff that was already here. So they weren't so brilliant. Our people was brilliant. So we have to, and we learned about a lot of this in school back when I was in school, but they just touched on it and shined it up and made it to their advantage. But when you sit back and read and think about it, you'll understand. So black men, you gotta take the reins and stop talking about your backbone is a woman.
Can y'all
Your
see
woman,
this?
yes, sir.
That's a corporation in England and New England, and they making shackles.
Okay.
Y'all can see
You
that?
should have put him on the big screen.
He should be on there. Oh, let me see. Hold on.
He got to keep talking. I think it automatically switched, don't it?
Yeah. Okay, y'all. Okay.
Oh, keep talking. Okay, there we go.
You see that? They making shackles.
Okay.
See, they was making money. It's a corporate thing. You see them working? They're making shackles.
Okay.
It's corporate.
Yeah, and what was it called? That's why they said slave labor. And then they dumbed it down and said indentured to try to take, but it's the same functionality. You subjugated to someone else to work dead off of somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother Mark, you mentioned the Articles of Confederation, right?
Yes.
The first time now, brother Juice, I tell you, I'll be on these other panels, bro. So I'm gonna have to put you on the guys. So they do be talking about this stuff. He do be going over the sexticade and the public and private, sexticade trust, and the USC, UCC, and stuff like that. So we had a conversation about, we was talking about certain, stuff, the birthright stuff, and one dude popped in there and brought up the Articles of Association. I'm like, huh? The Articles of what? And we started going through the Articles of Association. This is another thing we need to look up, that Articles of Association, bro. And start walking through these things. You know what I'm saying? To get overstanding, not understanding. We've been understanding too goddamn long. And where has it got us? Right?
Absolutely.
The IRS written me a letter because I was researching and I purchased I was doing with the straw man back in the 90s, man. Back in the 90s. And I was researching this information, the stuff I have. And I was sharing some of this stuff with people because it was helping a lot of guys get out of child support. So the IRS, they contact me. And they want to purchase, they want me to give up my information to them.
Forfeited.
Yes. So they are watching. I'm telling you, they watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're out here watching the show.
And that's why it's only so much stuff you can say online, because you will have a knock on your door and they will have a conversation with you. And because that's why if you think about it, it's no more phone lines. I mean, they're out there, but there's not that many. They do voice over internet protocol, VoIP, and that way they can tap into your voice stream or your conversation with no problem. And why you think they're building all these huge data centers? For that very reason. They got to get all this data traffic going through something so then they can sift through it and get what they want.
Yeah.
So we gotta realize what's happening around us. So yeah, this the whole straw man thing is real.
Well,
but yes, sir.
Back in the 90s, I was asking the engineers guys what I was out engineering. I said, let's make us frequency boxes. And they freaked out when I was talking about that. They was like, what you talking about? I said, look, man, they can give you cancer. They can give you cancer through frequency. And we found that out. We found that out. So I said, we need to make frequency boxes and sell them. And when I went to a truth conference, they had them. White people walking around with frequency boxes back in the 90s.
Right.
And I've been talking about radiation, Brother Juice and Sister, she still there?
Yeah, she's still there.
Yeah, I'm here.
The harmful exposure to radiation. Since we be getting exposed to radiation, if you go check damn near every neighborhood that we grew up in, as copper, Indian, black areas that we concentrated grew up in, is heavy concentrated with radiation using that.
Oh, look, sorry guys.
Heavy.
Look at here. This what I look. This was my truth conference back. Truth conference. Let me put it. That's when I went to the truth conference. I was with Jesuits. And what's that? 2011. That's back in 2011 when I went. The truth conference. It was here in Atlanta. And they look.
D got a gang of books.
I'm telling y'all, man.
Hey, D got a gang of books, y'all. He'll blow your mind with this shit, man. We be on the phone for 3-4 hours, man. Sometimes, man, just going over material, going over literature.
Man, put me in the group, man, so I can get in the call, bro.
You gonna get on that sack. Hey,
look,
Sister Shell.
This is what we be talking about.
Me and Sister Shell been having these conversations about speaking of IRS while we talking about finances and money. And we've been bouncing different investment ideas. Brother Mark, we do this too. But this thing is all about a lot of what's going on in Iran. And I told Sister Shell that I was going to allow her to share some financial information with us, some of the things that she is doing in her community and some of the things that she's been doing in her spare time. And like I say, it's a whole nother economic game going on under the radar. Like Brother D said, they're not even talking about this stuff. The US dollar is crashing as fast as we're talking right now. And Sister Shell, I'm gonna let you close this thing out for us. Just kind of give us a perspective of what some of the things that we should be aware of when it comes to our finances, banking, etc., etc. Like, what should we be worried about? Are there going to be some red flags that we should be on the lookout for when it comes to economics in this country?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Well, maybe I just keep it simple and basic for the night. I can piggyback off of Brother D. Parker point when he was saying about Texas had its own Social Security system. And by the way, give you a little history on Texas. Remember, if you look at our flag, we are the Lone Star State. So even when we joined the Union, the only way we joined was a way, eventually, if we wanted to secede from the Union, we could do that. We was the last state to join a Union, if y'all want to look that up. So that's why our flag is red, white, and blue, but with one star. So, and of course, like you stated, Brother Juice, it was very heavy with under Kamala and Joe Biden. Y'all can look this up. It's called Texic. It's like Texas exiting Texic.
Right.
And yeah, so even what's going on now with the political sphere and just us not being represented, I can see that happening soon. And everybody and their mama moving here. I think it's 176 people. I think it's more than that. Just even moving to where I'm at, Houston alone, let alone Texas. But I'll go back to Social Security. They always ask Warren Buffett, I'll keep it basic. They always ask Warren Buffett was Social Security a Ponzi scheme, and he would always laugh, right? So now I don't think what a lot of people.
Sister Shell breaking up on us.
Yeah, she's
people want to be partying.
Okay, you back. You froze up on a little bit. You back.
I'm okay. I don't know what's going.
You're dropping that hot fire. You know how they do it. You know how they do it, the algorithm.
What I was just saying, going back, I don't know where I left off at, but going back to Social Security, I was just saying they always ask Warren Buffett was Social Security a Ponzi scheme, and he would always laugh about it, right? And I don't think what people are paying attention to is that Social Security is coming along.
Uh-oh, think you hit mute now, Sister Chef. I think you hit your mute button.
What happened?
Okay, there you go. You back. You back.
Let me
Listen,
that's the ghost of Restream. It's the ghost of Restream, Yankee and Mike.
I think it is. Cause I'm just sitting here and I don't see how my mic got muted. See, see, Brother Mark. This is what I'm saying. Eventually, we got to go underground. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
We got to go underground because they don't want you to hear stuff like this.
Yep.
Right.
But anyway,
we need to find another language to speak too.
That too. Well, hell, what? Check. They gonna translate that. You had the AI create their own language.
Well,
They gonna translate that too.
I'm curious about something. Since you live in Texas, do y'all still have oil there?
Do we have what?
Oil.
Plenty of it. Even old, dried up oil gullies have started producing oil again.
So why we paying $4 for some gas?
Brother D, you got it.
Drill, baby, drill.
For sure.
Brother D, that happened with every war, Brother D. When Ukraine and Russia, Iraq war, right? The Afghanistan war.
When these oil companies get an excuse, when they get an excuse,
man,
they take advantage of it.
I just had to throw that because every war, that's all they make their money off that gas.
There you go. That's why oil and gas stocks are up.
They make money.
But you know that Texas created their own. They got their own stock exchange too, right? Then they just recently created their own stock exchange.
Yes, and then the other one moved from New York here.
Oh, so they just moved from New York here. But Texas do got its own.
Yeah, Texas has its own, but the one that moved from New York, remember when they was pushing the DEI? So they moved to Texas.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we getting ripped off with Social Security. I'll keep it simple tonight. So they just had a hearing on March 2026 last month, and so they deciding in 6 to 8 months, hopefully people benefits won't be cut. I don't know. I mean, maybe the government will come in and rescue it, but if not, then your benefits start to get cut by 23 to 25%. Last time they had this issue was in 83 under Ronald Reagan, and people thought, oh, he saved Social Security. Ronald Reagan did not save Social Security. The only thing he did, he started to tax Social Security because you didn't used to pay taxes on Social Security. Why do you think Trump put in a big, beautiful bill, no taxes on Social Security?
See, that's another thing, bro.
Sister Chef, what I wanted to speak on the Social Security thing is, I think a lot of people need to lose their Social Security benefits because we paying Social Security to able-bodied young men who I know we do that here in Florida, and that's crazy. Just because they getting they call it a crazy check over here.
Crazy check. Mm-hmm.
And
they get it in Alabama too.
Oh, so that is a nationwide thing.
No, it's every Brother Mark. That's everywhere. I mean, I could say even under Trump, because one of my family members, I'm like, girl, we know you ain't worked a darn day in your life. How did you get Social Security disability?
Right.
But they kicked her off. She stayed on, and when Trump and them came in, they kicked her off. They kicked a lot of people off. So and then Elon, when he had his Doge people in there, they exposed a lot of that, which Doge is still in the White House. A lot of people don't know that. They are still there. They just did that to take the heat off of Elon. And so now they put it on the Treasury. So it's chess, and we got to know the game that they playing. But no, I get it, Brother Mark. A lot of people abuse the system, but we got to think about what is the biggest issue with Social Security is the fraud. The fraud in it. It's the same with birthright citizenship. You give illegals, you had illegals over here getting Social Security. And I saw the hearing. This lady straight up lied when the congressperson said, can you speak on the fraud and what illegals receiving Social Security, she was like, no, there's no fraud or illegal. See, this lady is a damn lie. But see, this is what I'm saying.
Yep.
We
The
can't,
Democrats.
the Democrats, right?
And don't
What I'm
forget,
saying,
y'all.
we
Don't
just can't
forget.
rely on the government,
Y'all,
man. We can't rely on the
y'all,
Don't
government.
forget.
y'all remember Kamala during the debate talking about we didn't have any troops in any military operations in America. She lied and said that during the debate and treated Trump like he didn't know what he was talking about. And then so some of the troops, they went on Facebook saying, I guess we not in any conflicts and they in war zones. They will lie right to your face and look so credible.
Always lie.
Speaking of a
Well,
liar
Gay
that caused
Bama,
all type of economics.
Gay
Go ahead.
Bama renewed the Smith-Mundt Act to lie to the people and push propaganda. Gay Bama did it. That man right there. But go
Yep.
ahead, brother.
Let me throw back one time on y'all real quick.
Throw
Throw back
back,
on
bro.
y'all real quick. Hold on.
Reduce the deficit by $4 trillion over the long term. Reducing the waste and inefficiency in Medicare and Medicaid will pay for most of this plan. It will slow the growth of healthcare costs for our families, our businesses, and our government. There will be a provision in this plan that requires us to come forward with more spending cuts if the savings we promised don't materialize. It will actually reduce.
One more.
Hey, farmers, it's your favorite all-time president. There's no question about it. I've done more for you than any other president by far, and big things are coming down the line for you. We love the farmer. Hey,
And that's
farmers,
what we
it's
got to do, man. We got to start back farming. We got to start back doing our own thing here in America. And y'all, what about, something that adds to the deficit? This is what I understand. People be complaining about gas prices. None of y'all on here now, y'all, because everybody on here, y'all legit. But they want to talk about the price of food, eggs. But you didn't realize that all of that Somali scamming and all that Somali fraud, y'all was quiet as church mouses about that Somali fraud up in Michigan. But that stuff makes the deficit higher and it causes inflation. And so you're wondering why the government is the way that it is. And then don't forget about the Democrats with the damn government shut down. Nobody want to have that conversation. That's a whole nother conversation, y'all. Listen, man, this has been a great show. Y'all make sure y'all hit that QR code right there, man. Shoot something to the boy, man. Shoot something to the platform. Urban Matters BMG. Scan that QR code with your phone. $2, $3, $4, $5, whatever, man. Make it even. Make a 5. Make 50 on it. You know what I'm saying? Because this stuff takes a lot of work. Urban Matters BMG, then we can grow. We can grow the network. We can grow the program. Because like Brother Shaq said, there's a lot of brothers out here putting in work. And Urban Matters BMG is one of those grassroots organizations. And listen, y'all, I don't do this for likes. We don't do this for likes. We have a genuine love for information and data, and we want to see our people change. We don't want to keep going through these same vicious cycles of everybody suffering because lack of information. You get what I'm saying? Our people suffer from what?
Lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge.
Hey, Juice, before you go, the conference. When I went to the conference, your barcode. Put your. You got to put an address there also.
Okay.
The reason why, because they was talking about that in the conference. Mm-hmm. They can scam that.
Okay, so I need to put my mailing address, you saying?
Whatever you got to add that address to that barcode where it go to.
Maybe like an email address.
With email and whatever you
some
can,
identifying language. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Appreciate that, D. Appreciate y'all, man, for joining us tonight, man. It's been a hot fire session here at Urban Matters BMG, man. I'm your gracious host, Dr. Juice. Salute to the staff. Salute to the whole bench of people here at Urban Matters. Sister Shell, Brother D, Brother Shaq, Super Slim. He dropped off on us, man. We appreciate Drop Bones coming in, joining us, man. Y'all stay peaceful and y'all stay loved.